Good morning, everyone, and happy Monday. This Monday, I struggled so hard to get out of bed. It's like raining outside, and I love to sleep in rainy weather. And then on top of that, I took a very long nap yesterday, so when I got home, I wasn't that tired. But anyway, enough about me. Good morning. Happy Monday. It's not a terrible morning because I got up and was slightly productive, but it's Monday, so happy Monday. All right, so let's get into the goal for today. The goal for today is to be generous, okay? Be generous. And so the definition of generous, of course, you guys already know, but I love when I look up the definition and it just, like, certain portions of the definition just wow me. Because to me, when I think of being generous, I just think of someone who is freely giving. So you freely give. And that's pretty much what the definition read. Having a readiness to give. However, it always takes a step further. So not only do you have a readiness to give, or are you freely giving of your time or your money, but you do that past the amount that's expected or past the amount that is necessary. Okay. So not only are you freely giving, because I can give you, I consider myself a giving person, and I can give you, things that you may need. But one thing that I always do is I make sure that I'm comfortable first before I give. And not to say that that's wrong. Like, I don't want to put it out there like, oh, don't take care of yourself first and then take care of others. No, you should take care of yourself. But I feel like sometimes I do it, and I've noticed other people do it too. Sometimes I do it even though I know I'm comfortable. I'll still hold back and like, oh, let me check really quick because, and then I start thinking of my own selfish things that I want to do when I can just give. And that's not just money. It does come up a lot for money, but it's also for time too. A lot of times I'm very, very selfish with my time. I like to spend time by myself. As a matter of fact, my sister and I had a conversation the other day where we were talking about dating. And one of the reasons that I said I didn't want to date at this current moment was because I'm very selfish with my time. And that doesn't have to do with just dating either. Like hanging out with people. Sometimes I am very reserved because I'm very selfish with my time, when the reality is I have a lot of me time without needing to add on more time. So a lot of times I'm being very selfish with my time for no reason at all. Okay. So today our goal is to be generous, and we're talking about with money. Yes, with money, it's good with money, but sometimes I feel like money is like the cop out, even though I won't say the cop out, because sometimes forgiving money, that does take forgiving money takes a lot out of me. Period. So when we're talking about being generous today, we want to make sure that we are not only thinking about making sure that we are overly comfortable, because I feel like being comfortable is enough to be generous. Okay, you don't have to be overly comfortable before you start taking care of the world, because that's either never going to happen, because things are always going to come up, or it's going to happen, but it's going to happen way down the line when your being generous is now null and void. So I think that it's all safe to say that we are comfortable in our lives right now, comfortable with our finances. And even though, finances is a struggle for me some days, but we're comfortable enough in our finances. We're comfortable enough with our time, especially. I'm not even going to touch on finances because I don't know what's in your pocket, but especially with our time, we're comfortable enough where we can be more generous in that area, because you never know who needs to speak to you, or what shoulder needs to cry, or who just needs to vent, period. It doesn't even have to be a sob session. Some people just need to vent, and some people are waiting for the advice that you have to give. Okay. And it's not like I said, it's not like it has to be some emotional session, but you can just say one or two sentences and they're like, you know what, Ash, I needed to hear that. Okay, so you have to make sure I'm going to include myself because this is definitely me. We have to make sure that we are not only sectioning off time for certain people when we want to, or when it suits us best, and we're being selfish with our time. Okay, we need to make sure that we are freely giving over what's or beyond what's necessary or beyond what is expected. Okay, so find different areas and also different people that you feel that you could be more generous with. I'm gonna do the same, and this is probably gonna be one that I work on for some time because I don't know, I just like my me time, and it's gonna be hard. And I have a lot of me time, but I don't know. I'm really gonna have to work hard on that. But yes, today, that is the goal, is to be generous. I hope everyone has a wonderful Monday, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.